Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jay, and if you're new here, thank you for tuning in. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today we're going to be addressing some storage on my Bronco Raptor. Now, if you're familiar with this vehicle, then you know that storage is really bad on this thing. Even though I love this truck, that is one of my complaints. I've done the roof rack, I've done the brackets to hang the door, I've done little things like change the antenna out to something a little bit more shorter and sportier, and I've also done the removable front plate for when I'm on the trails and things can get a little bit deep. In the back here, I also did the Broaddict fold-out table, which so far is my top thing I love. As you can see, it's Molly ready, Molly prepared, Molly set up so that you can use Molly gear on it, both on the top, on the sides. There's nothing different with the cargo basket. It's also Molly ready, and also the cargo boxes that I'm gonna be putting in today as a bonus. We're gonna get the rear, and we're also gonna get the front, and that's also gonna be Molly gear capable. So with that said, I'm gonna do this like I do it all the time. I'm going to do an unboxing so you can see straight from when you receive it to what comes in the box and how it goes in. Let's get started. Sweating because it is 10,000 degrees outside with a humidity rating of 500 and change. That's how it feels like anyway. The cargo basket with the Molly gear capable setup. Very nice, heavy duty steel. It is heavy. I would have hoped it was lighter, because any weight that you add to your vehicle is going to contribute to the fuel economy. Here goes the mounting brackets that's going to mount onto the sides of the trunk area. They gave you a very nice, I saw this online and I thought it was going to be cheap, but this is actually very nice cargo netting to be able to store your stuff on top and keep it in place. You have, if you've been following along with me, you know that I dread their instruction manuals. But this one here, well, I was gonna give them credit on this one. But if you're good at following pictures, then it's simple enough. So it just shows you put the mounting brackets, put the nuts and bolts, and put the cargo basket. And over here we have a bag of hardware. I haven't even started and I'm melting because it is so humid today. Thank you to Walmart for the water. Water's water. I want to take a quick moment to explain something to you here. If you look at the cargo basket, you'll notice that there are some slots. It's slotted. So at first glance, it looks all the same, square, except for these 3 slots here, and then you have a space and 1 slot over there. So because this basket is so heavy, make sure that when you bring it over here, either A, you have some help, or B, or A plus B, is you make sure that it's going to coincide with the hole. So it's going to 3 and 1, 3 and 1. We're going to leave everything loose and tighten it at the end. So another great Broaddict product. Super solid, steady. I don't see that rattling. I don't see it shaking. It comes with this cargo net. I haven't really figured out where this cargo net would lock into. I guess really you can just lock it in anywhere. But it would have been nice if it would have had some sort of, I guess, anchor point. But either way, great to have it. The seat, if you notice on this side, you'll see that the basket is about the same level as the seat. So when the seats are up, it should not block your view. As of course you got some gear up there, but it looks good. And the other thing I should probably mention is that if you ever want to remove the roof, then these bolts that hold this cargo basket in place are the exact same bolts you would have to remove to remove the roof. But keep in mind, in all fairness, that if you were gonna remove the roof, if you were gonna go through the trouble of removing the roof, then as you can see, there's only 3 bolts on that side and 3 on the other side. So it would be that easy to put this, well, not necessarily, because you would have to remove these bolts to get it through the frame there. So other than that, we still have some work to do. We're gonna be doing the cargo boxes on the side doors. We have the rear passenger side and both of the front doors. We have the rear cargo boxes, we have the front cargo boxes. This is how they came. This one came with instructions, which I find very interesting, and I'll tell you why in a second. And of course, no hardware, because you're going to use the same hardware that's already on the door. We'll look at that in a second. This one came with hardware, nuts, washers. It came with the drill bits. Both of them came with these rubber trims. I guess they're going to go right up here. But what I find interesting is that this one that gives you the instructions, well, if you want to call it, yep, there he goes, a little faded, but his instructions right here. Super simple to install, right? We're going to use the same hardware, and it also came with straps, by the way. This one with the drill bit, no instructions. So the front boxes, we'll use this hardware here. Remove this, both the new ones on. That's simple. I'll see if I can reuse this cargo net to have like a divider. This is the rear, no instructions. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they just forgot to put it in the box, but no instructions. We gotta figure out how to pop this off without breaking it, and figure out why there's a drill bit included for the rear cargo boxes. So let's continue.
This way. There's a small tab here that needs to come out. So now you can see this screw is accessible, this screw, this screw.
Front baskets, I kept the cargo netting. Be careful with these bolts here. Just hand tighten, nothing more than that. Double the storage capacity now. Same thing with the rear. Double the storage capacity. This is more solid. You're gonna bolt this from behind. You do have to snap off the door. It took me a while to figure out how to do that. This, just wiggle it right off. 2 bolts right here. This, you put a really small flathead screwdriver in there and pop that little cap off. There's a bolt right there, and then there's 2 more bolts down here. Then you're gonna pop this door panel off. Now if you don't want to scratch the paint, you use a plastic tool, or you're gonna use a fastener remover tool like this, and just make yourself a nice thick cardboard, or fold some paper over a few times, use some tape, and that's going to keep you from scratching the paint. Again, here goes the front. They're all, of course, are Molly gear ready. I love the way it looks, just gives it a more aggressive look, matches everything else, nice and solid and sturdy. Now you can even fit a drink in there. And here's one thing I wanted to point out. This is more like those T-slotted nuts. If you wanted to hang something on the side as well that uses the T-slots, they all have them. Here on the back, the cargo basket looks great, gives me extra storage up top. Again, more Molly gear ready, plus it matches my collapsible folding table there. That's it, guys. I'm loving my gear. Hope you enjoy the video. Hope it helps you out if you're trying to install the same thing. Again, I give Broaddict 2 thumbs up because I like their stuff, and I think you would too. Thanks guys for watching, tuning in, like, share, subscribe, and I think the next video is going to be an adventure video. Stay tuned. I'm gonna see you next time.